Hey guys, Enigmatic Mr. L here. So, just want to make a quick video talking about some potential new ideas for boss fights in Super Smash Bros. Now, I do understand when it comes to development, reusing assets is much easier than creating new ones. And I would be perfectly okay, like in the next Smash Bros. Game, the single player campaign or whatever they have, it just brought back old bosses like Rayquaza or Petey Piranha or Marks from Kirby. But if we're just talking about new ideas anyway, just here are some speculative ones that I have in no particular order. Uh, Starting with King Boo from Mario. King Boo and Petey Piranha are both some of the more recurring like boss characters that aren't like major antagonists, at least not in the Super Mario series. But what King Boo has over Petey Piranha is he is the main antagonist in like the spin-off like the Luigi's Mansion series. He's been the final boss like 3 times now. I think it could be a fun boss fight. He's got the size for it. He could like turn intangible during like certain parts of it, so he's immune to attacks. Could be pretty fun. Next, I have Kyurem from Pokemon Gen 5. We don't have any Gen 5 representation as far as playable characters go. And since we've already had Rayquaza as a boss Gen 3, I think Kyurem would be a fun boss fight. And maybe something like halfway through the boss fight, he has like a form shift, either shifts into like white form or like black form. I think it'd be a fun idea. Next, I have Twinrova from Legend of Zelda. Besides Ganondorf, there aren't too many like reoccurring antagonists in the Legend of Zelda series. Most of them like Skull Kid or like Gearham, they're just kind of one and done deals. But Twinrova shows up as boss both in Ocarina of Time, very popular game, and like Oracle of Seasons. Plus, they have like a cameo appearance in Majora's Mask. So if they don't go with like a Ganondorf boss fight or like Beast Ganon, I think this would be a good pick. Next, I have Magolor from Kirby. If they are going to have like another Kirby character, I think Bandana Waddle Dee is definitely the next to be picked, just more iconic to the series. But Magolor's a pretty fun character, has some level of popularity. He would be a character from beyond just like Sakurai's involvement in the series, represents some more newer games. I think it'd be a fun boss fight, just black hole spikes, that sort of thing, if they don't go with Marks. Next, I have Raven Beak from Metroid. I've seen some appeal for this guy as a play fighter, and I mean, it could happen. I don't know. I just think he's just kind of a one and done deal, like a one off boss appearance. I think he works better as a boss, but that's just me. But he's big, he's imposing. If Ridley once again reprises his playable role and isn't like a boss fight, I think this would be the natural pick for a boss fight from Metroid. Next, I have Medius from Fire Emblem. Despite how many playable characters Fire Emblem has, it's kind of strange there isn't a boss fight. It was a big toss up between Medius and Grima. Grima does have the popularity from Awakening, one of the more popular games, and he was like the post boss in Echo Shadows of Valentia. But Medius, if you count remakes separately, he's been the final boss 4 times, and he was the final boss in the spin off Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I think it'd be a good pick. Black Knight is another iconic Fire Emblem villain, but he doesn't have like the massive size build like a boss battle. I think he's just better off as his Sis trophy role, or maybe like a clone, perhaps someday. Next, I have DJ Octavio from Splatoon, being the main antagonist in the first 2 Splatoon games. I haven't played Splatoon 3 yet, but yeah, Splatoon, popular series, as we all know. Got into Smash Bros. Had a lot of music, had a stage. I think boss fight would be their next big milestone to reach in terms of like representation and the like. Next, I have the Dark Lord from Me. Mii's have undergone a bit of like a resurgence due to like Miitopia port on the Switch, and that's extensive editor. I think it'd be a fun idea. Like the Mii's face is just kind of randomly chosen from your Mii's, kind of like how Multi-Man was done, like Smash Wii U and 3DS plus Ultimate. And he has all sorts of like dark, magic-based attacks to work with. Next, I have Andross from Star Fox, and I understand Star Fox isn't like the biggest series around. It hasn't had a game since Star Fox for Wii U, and that didn't perform that well, both I think in reviews and I think sales numbers as well. But as Star Fox is one of the series that's been around since the series conception, I think this would be like a good enough boss to pick from. And if they wanted to keep the Andros Assist Trophy, they could just keep that in its kind of digital, like NES form or SNES form, and then just have Andros be like the monkey form seen in like the N64 remake and like the 3DS remake. And last, I have Medusa from Kid Icarus. Ever since Kid Icarus Uprising, we've seen a massive increase in the number of like Kid Icarus stages, characters, etc. seen in Smash Brothers. I think a boss fight would be fun to see as well. It was a tough toss-up between Medusa and Hades, but I went with Medusa, both in the sense that she's been around longer than Hades, one-off villain, and I think if they ever do make another Kid Icarus Uprising game, even if it takes another like 25 years, I think Medusa is more likely to have a prominent role than Hades. I don't think Hades is going to return in like meaningful fashion, but that's just speculation on my end. Still, I think Medusa would be fun to see. Maybe have like a petrifying attacks, turns like freezes enemies for a second. I like ice, but like frozen in place that can't move for a bit. Petrified status. Maybe like after you deal enough damage, she reverts to like her hideous like real form. And that's all I have this time. As always, thank you so much for watching. This is Enigmatic Mr. L signing out.